Hmm. Okay. Yeah, what's up? Setting up some chats here. Give me a minute or two.
Just let the out. Just let the algorithms guide you.
Right. So close. I'm gonna go live on Instagram and TikTok now. Allah, what's up? Right. I go Discord voice chat? Probably not. Why? Unless you give me a good reason. It's gonna be too much otherwise. Alright, I think we're ready to go. I would want to get Instagram chat, but I don't know how possible that is. Don't think it's possible. Yo, alright. 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 Damn, why is the chat so low here? Okay. Alright, so we can give you a bit of. Hold on. There we go. Alright, Salah wants to chat. Come on. Go ahead. I'm in Discord. What do you want to say? Quick, 10 minutes. What's up, y'all? What's up? How come? To see you. Love the beard, thank you. Actually, I think I'm probably gonna trim it pretty soon. But it's here for now. Oh, I'm muted. Hold on. All right, let's see. Let's see what these people want to say.
Hopefully that's fine.
Oh shit, yo, what's up?
Yo, techfren, can you hear us?
No, hold on.
I just paused the stream so there won't be any like echo.
Huh?
Yeah, say something. Yeah, there we go.
Can you hear him?
Yeah, yeah. Well, hold on,
Hello?
you can't hear me. Hold on.
I can't hear him. I'm just gonna have to turn off ad blockers and
Yo,
chat on YouTube.
no,
Oh,
no, he can hear you.
there.
Oh,
You can hear me? All right. What's up?
Yo,
what's
what's
up,
good,
man?
techfren?
It's good. I'm back home. Gonna be streaming.
Love your beard,
Yeah.
man.
Thank you. Thank you.
You should.
How are
Who's the
y'all?
other guy?
Yeah, this is an OG. Central C.
Okay, so we were gonna talk to you about like this app we're building, and it's an automated AI Twitch clipper, just like live stream clipper in general.
Awesome.
And so far we have like a skeleton down, and we know how it's gonna work. But the
Yep.
thing is, it's execution. Like, you want to know like how it works really quickly to help us out?
Sure. Go ahead.
So like the first thing it does is like, as of right now, it's only on Twitch, and it clips like 30 seconds, transcribes it using assembly AI, and then it identifies whether it's worth sharing or not. So like, let's say if it's funny, memorable, or anything like that.
Yep.
If the answer is yes, it saves the clip and it grids it, and then it runs it through Google Video AI with the API, and then going through like a repetitive cycle, we figure out where the cam is, and then we crop out the cam, and then we make the original video 9:16. We put the cam above, and using the transcription prior, we add like the whole like TikTok subtitle stuff.
Awesome, man. Yeah, that sounds so good.
Yeah, and we kind of are like at the early stage where we have the clipping part down, but we don't know how intensive this is going to be on the back end because it's going to use a lot of video files.
Yeah, for sure. Well, all the processing is done by Gemini, right? Or then I guess you're rendering the whole thing in the end. You're going to be doing it
Yeah.
on servers. It probably will be pretty resource intensive, to be honest.
It's going to be mostly using the Gemini API and assembly AI transcription, so it's going to be done on their side.
Yeah, that's just for identifying it, but then like putting on the captions and rendering the final video, that will be done on your side, right?
I'm gonna build
Yeah.
like the front end and the back end.
Yeah,
Awesome.
the back end is going to be the most difficult part, in my opinion.
We're just gonna launch it in like a couple of days because it's like any other product. You need the MVP and then just launch it right away. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So
That
would
sounds
you buy
good.
it
Keep
like
us
for
updated.
$5 a month?
Depends how good it is, man. I've tried a lot of AI clipping, automated clipping things, and none of them were up to my standards. So it's
What are you
all it's
using,
really
like,
What's your
about
standard?
execution. Like, have you seen my TikTok clips? That's kind of the standard I'm hoping
Your
to aim
TikTok
for.
clips are so ass, bro.
Yeah, whatever you think, man. Maybe
were
you
you
just
using
got
like the clippers you were
kicked.
using, like, was it like Opus?
Yeah, Opus, Wizard. Tried a bunch of them.
Well, the thing we're doing, it's completely different where it catches it live, so
Yo, I
it's
don't
not
know.
like Opus clips where you just dump a bunch of stuff in it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, it could be better. As I said, it's all about execution. So we'll just see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, keep me updated. Thanks for
Wait,
giving us the
I have
update.
another question.
Yeah, go ahead.
What app are you?
I just kicked you.
I don't.
What was
Someone's
that?
kicking me, bro. Someone's kicking me.
Oh, really? That's weird.
Yeah, that's very weird. What app are you building? Because I haven't been in your streams a lot.
Yeah, I'm making a video editing app as well. But yeah, hopefully you'll find out what to stream. I'll probably go over
Is it
it.
gonna be like? Is it gonna generate videos also?
No. So you put in a yeah. It generates clips also, but it's much more manual at the moment. Just because like the AI wasn't really up to scratch, as I said, based on my standards. So yeah.
So it
Anyway,
seems like
yeah.
it seems like what you're focusing on is something that's more personal to the type of content you post then.
Exactly. I'm making this specifically for me, but people seem to be interested in it, so could have some.
Yeah, we're also building a
value.
AI video generator that's gonna generate videos. Like, have you seen on Instagram those popular marketing videos that indie developers use? Like, like Curiosity Quench or like
Yeah, man.
you know what that is, right?
No. But yeah,
Like
anyway,
you
keep
know,
us updated. I'm gonna go stream. Bye bye. Alright. Got out of that. What's up, yo? We streaming. That was Salah. He's a great guy. He's always in the Discord and stuff, getting you know, what's it, being active. So I gave him some time. But you know, this stream isn't really about what they're doing at the moment. Though we could definitely do that in the future, like have an open fucking, what do you call it, like, you know, open mic, people come on, ask stuff. But yeah, not the aim of this stream. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through and talk my shit. Good morning, Mohammed Salah. We have another Salah in the chat. So many Salah. Sammy, he asked a good question. Yes, what was his question? Can't even remember. We'll give him time later. I feel bad, but like, I've been watching this guy Odablock. I don't know. He's like one of the biggest RuneScape streamers, and he always kicks people from chat. It's kind of funny, so I kind of wanted to do that as well. My apologies for Stella, but he always trolls me, so you know we got some back and forth. Just Dexter, what am I working on? We'll get to that later. I just want to go over some quick news and stuff that I posted today. The first one being this: Apple private cloud compute bug bounties. There's like $1 million. Up to $1 million. Obviously, it's gonna be pretty hard to get like a remote code execution on their thing, but yeah, they pretty much made this new private cloud compute. I think this is kind of like the back end for their AI stuff, and you know they're like boasting about the privacy, so it's pretty good that they have this bug bounty, and hopefully they pay out. I know some people don't like bug bounties because they say they don't pay out often, but I don't know. Apple seems pretty trustworthy-ish, so yeah, and they got really good prices. So if you're into bug bounties, check out the Apple security bounty. Number 2 is Gemini on the way. So it looks like Gemini is about to be releasing Gemini 2.0. Gemini 2.0, so that's pretty exciting. We haven't had a Gemini release in a little while. They have been experimental versions, but never like, you know, 1.5. Now 2.0, like, if they're following like naming conventions, and you know, 2.0 should be a pretty big update from 1.0. Let me see if I can find that link. So apparently this person just saw it in their UI on AI Studio, so I don't know, let me check. I haven't checked myself. Paul says they make more than $500,000. They make more than $1 million if you have Apple security. Apple intelligence is so laughable. Yeah, it's pretty interesting how they're not really able to execute on that. So Gemini. Okay, so my model thing looks different. Oh, this is AI Studio, but they were actually in Gemini. Okay, so that's a different AI Studio. In AI Studio, we don't have Gemini 2. I don't have Gemini paid, so I don't know if I'll either get this. But if you go gemini.google.com, okay, yeah, I don't even have 1.5. I don't have advanced. I don't know, that seems like it was maybe a glitch, but it's a pretty good, like, if it's actually from gemini.google.com and they show with 2.0 Pro experimental, it's pretty likely that they will be releasing 2.0 sometime soon. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. Yo, Intelligence, Ryan S, what's up? Sujay, good to see you guys. What else we got? I am Temi said, how do I join your Discord? If you go to techfren.net, there will be a Discord icon here. You just click that and it should open up in the Discord link. It's pretty much on that discord.gg/. I don't know how to get a custom like channel name, but maybe I can figure that out and that will be even easier. Also, if you're on Twitch or YouTube, I think you can type !Discord and it'll give you the link. Yo, Veradrain, what's up? Okay. So pretty much the main thing of this tutorial, I mean this stream, is I wanted to do an updated Ada tutorial because I made a TikTok video last week and it got a lot of views compared to what I've been getting recently. This one, 300x engineer day in the life, and it's just me showing like all the commits because I've been using Ada to build this video editing app. And like I've been going at it so hard, and it's like every three minutes there's like a new commit, a new change, leading in the positive direction. So I wanted to give some tips on like how I use Azure and how we could theoretically get it to be like, I say 300x, but that's more of a meme than a reality. But it'll definitely boost productivity if you can utilize it to its full potential. You need Discord Nitro? Oh, for the custom link. Does that mean if it expires, I don't get to keep it? I have Discord Nitro thanks to Lazy, but it's gonna expire like tomorrow or something. Oh, let me double check. Edit server profile? Oh, that's a profile. Settings. Custom invite link? Maybe? I don't know. I'll figure it out later. Multi-Aider, yeah, exactly. So yeah, in another video I was showing I use Aider in like 3 different tabs. Is it this one? Fix Engineer, I got 3 tabs here. All coding on the same code base. Look at this, attempt to fix these errors, yes. Boom, we're off. That was DeepSeek. So yeah, pretty much just had 3 different tabs running Aider on the same code base, but 3 different branches, 3 different folders. And yeah, it was just like, obviously like theoretically it could be 3 times as powerful as just running one. Just Lexer says, where else are you streaming? I'm on YouTube, Twitch, X, TikTok, LinkedIn, Instagram. We're everywhere. We are everywhere at the moment. Okay, so that all these videos were done on my MacBook.
Hey.
And that's all set up for Aider. Now I'm on my Windows computer now, and I'll sorry, probably have to do a bunch of setup for that. So we can kind of do that together. Yeah, so I made an Aider tutorial video a long time ago, and pretty much most of what I said has been outdated, so we're going to do an update. And yeah, but pretty much one thing that remains is if you go to aider.chat, this URL, this has all the documentation you need for Aider. You go installation, and it'll give you the install things you should run. Pretty much pip install Aider chat. I think I should already have Aider, but we definitely need to update it. So what was my terminal I use on this? Windows terminal or something? Let's open. Here we go. Why is there? Oh man. So there's 2 of these overlays. This shit is so glitchy. Let's see if I can quit all and open new one. Man, this is actually broken. It's so bad. Wait, oh, I can close like that. Close all. Okay, sweet. All right, Aider chat. Sammy says, is it like AI-based editing, anything special? Options you wouldn't see in Premiere? Oh, on my video editing app? Yeah, we'll get to that later. Right now, we're just going to be talking about Aider at the moment. So yeah, if you have any questions on Aider, please feel free to ask. But we'll get to the app I'm building myself after this tutorial. This is kind of like my main focus right now. So yeah, let's install Aider. So I already have it, so I can run it, and hopefully it'll say there's an update. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Oh no, damn. So in the latest ones, you can just update through Aider, but this one is saying you should just do it like that. So we're just gonna pip install update, upgrade. Oh, I forgot to exit Aider. And that should update it. I think the latest version is 0.62 or something. Thoughts on going to the military to learn cyber? I've never heard of anyone getting like a cyber degree from the military. I don't know. I think if you want to work in the military, yeah, that should be pretty good, right? I mean, you'd assume that, like, depending on which country, the military would probably have some of the latest and greatest cyber security stuff, but I don't know if that's completely true or not. Either. Interestingly, it looks like on TikTok it is cut off a bit. I don't know, on Instagram. What apps do I use to get the stream on all platforms? Yes, good question. I'm using OBS to stream, and there's this one called this plugin called Multiple Output. And I'm also using Aider Multi-Stream. and ADEM vertical. Bunch of different plugins, but pretty much all through OBS. Hide these views here because they're definitely wrong there. Okay, we have Aider updated. No, Sammy, I'll definitely go into it later. Just at the moment. What up to the chat game leaderboard? Yeah, it's kind of on the shelf. It's just a bit too clunky to reliably run all the time, but it's still there. But yeah, it's just a bit too clunky for me to run it at the moment. Like I had to set up a whole bunch of different things, so I didn't want to have an extra thing to worry about. But yeah, it's still there. It can still work. There's still a lot more we can do with it, but we kind of shifted focus. Sujay asked, am I using Claude API or from OpenRouter? What's the best option? I think OpenRouter will probably be better because you get higher rate limits. But I do use it from the Anthropic API sometimes too. At the end of the day, the intelligence isn't different. What's different is just like the rate limits, pretty much. Otherwise, it's like pretty much the same. Okay, so we have Aider. So yeah, just pip install it to run it. Pip install U Aider. I'm pretty sure that's U is for upgrade. They say go Python M. I guess I don't know why. Like, it's really rare to see that in the install instructions. Like I didn't run it with Python M. I just ran it with pip install. But there could be the case that you don't have pip as a command, but you do have Python, and then running a Python-M would work. So I don't know. That's just something, I guess. Yeah, so then pretty much you go into whatever repository you have and you just run Aider. But yeah, you also have to, okay, I should maybe probably say that. So you do need API keys to run with Aider, and you can just export them like this, export the key, and then your key goes here. This is for Anthropic, this is for OpenAI, but it works with many different models. You can see all the different models you can run with here if you go connecting to LLMs. And yeah, as I think Sujay suggested, OpenRouter is really good because you can use one API key and have access to all the different models, whether it's Anthropic, Google, or OpenAI. Yeah, you just get your key from openrouter.ai. And they also have a bunch of free models, like you can search for free and... Wait, what? Haiku is free? No way. No, it's not free. I don't know why that came up when I searched free. But yeah, they do have a bunch of free models. Like normally it says free like that. Like yeah, they normally have :free at the end if they're actually free. Now it's not unlimited free, there's still rate limits and stuff, but yeah, pretty much if you can load your OpenRouter account with money, you can access all the paid models and all the free models at the highest rate limits, which is really good. Kez says OpenRouter supports Grok now, is that true? Oh look, Grok. Yeah, and there's a bunch of other, like Grok also has a free public API now. So that's also an option. And we'll get to that later because when we're running multiple Aider instances at the same time, like I want to show you guys, it's going to be really hard to run them all off the same API because of rate limits. So it's normally, we'll have like one instance running with Grok 2, one instance running with Sonnet, one instance running with OpenRouter Sonnet, you know what I mean? And that way we avoid the rate limits. Yeah, Kez says Grok 2 is giving away $25 a month of credits for free until the end of the year, which is only 2 months, so, but still, that's quite a lot. Alright. So yeah, that's setting your router. One more tip for setting your key. So if you just run this command or any of the similar commands, export the key and then your actual key here, or for Windows it's setx the key and your key here, this will only apply, I think, although they say restart shell, at least for Mac it'll only apply for that session. So if you want it to work for every terminal session, you should add this in your like bash RC if you're on Mac, or if you're on Windows, it's your profile, and you go, or PowerShell, you go !profile, and that'll give you the location of where like kind of your startup script is. So if you put those set key commands inside that file, you won't have to do it every time. Okay, So that's how you pretty much set it up, and then it's ready to go. You can cd into any Git repository and start working with Aider. So yeah, that's a thing. Aider works with Git repositories. I'm not sure if it'll work if you just give it a code base that isn't a Git repository. So yeah. And here's a tip, like if you get Aider command not found, it could be because you don't have the pip thing working properly, so you can go python-m Aider, which is interesting. I feel like you should probably solve this main issue and not have to write python-m every time, but I don't know, I'm like not the best with Lazy says setx is global. Yeah, it seems like it is based on, they said restart the stream, so maybe it's only a Mac thing that you have to set it in your bash RC. But yeah, Yusuf, what's up? We're doing an Aider tutorial here at the moment. Okay, so that's the basics of setting it up. I already did kind of go through this, but I added a bunch of extra notes. Yeah, so then you just go into any Git repository in your terminal. So Aider is like kind of like pretty much works all in the terminal. So if you're not like comfortable in the terminal, I'd probably suggest using a tool like Cursor or Klein, as they're more GUI friendly. But yeah, Aider is in the terminal. So yeah, that's kind of how it works. Now, let me. Okay, I'm gonna clone my project. Should I clone my project? Yeah, I think so. So, Block Editor is the video editor that I'm making. It was open source, but unfortunately I have I have closed sourced it because I'm gonna try like actually selling it and stuff. We'll see how it goes. It would be good to get some extra income. Just proving this here. I mean, I don't really need to. Yeah, so let me clone. That. Okay, here we go. So if you can just run Aider like this, and it will just run. Great, we got some errors here. Can I install Aider properly? We're just gonna ignore that. I hope it doesn't cause issues. Oh, so it won't even let me run it. Error loading required imports. Did you install Aider properly? Damn it, bro. Alright, this is cool. Maybe someone else will get this error so we can debug it together. Thank you for calling this issue. Can you please install or reinstall Aider in a separate Python environment? Please remove the existing environment with pipx. Interesting. Okay, so install with pipx. Pipx is actually a really good way. Sorry, really good way to install pip modules and keep their dependencies separate. So yeah, I guess if you run into an issue with installing, thanks to Fry69, they're actually really helpful in Aider community. Okay, so I won't let you uninstall with pipx because I didn't install it with pipx. But we can do pip uninstall Aider chat, and then we'll install it with pipx. Let's see if we can put that command here. Pip install upgrade. Go pipx this time. VM? Yeah, so here's the question with VM. If I install Aider with VM, does that mean I need to like load up the virtual environment every time I want to run Aider? And I'm pretty sure the answer is yes. I kind of want Aider to be global. No Python at... Yeah. Okay, so I have an issue with Python. Let's try reinstall it with pip. VM? Not really. Okay. So I can just run Aider globally. Do I like Cursor? Yeah, Cursor is great. I think Cursor is probably the best. Like, I recommend it for most people that want to get into AI coding. I recommend Cursor just because it's so much easier. Like, you won't have these import errors with Cursor. You know what I mean? Just use Docker. Bro, you know I don't like Docker. Okay. Now, great. Debugging the install. It's like a PS environment every time you fire up your machine, it's there. But don't you need to like separate the environments for different like, so if I got like an environment for Aider, I'd have like an environment for someone else. See this imports troubleshooting. So if you're having dependency problems, install with pipec. Yeah. Honestly, kind of want to do install with pipex. What's my Python version? Let's double check that. 10. And am I using Pyan? Okay, I'm not using Pyan. Yo, Yash Patel, what's up? What am I up to? I'm trying to do like an Aider tutorial, but like I can't even install it myself. That's funny. Sam, thanks for dropping by, man. I'll see you later. Put Aider in Google Cloud Run? No, I want it locally. Alright, let's try. I want to debug pipex. Okay, so I have pipex. What was the issue when I tried to install it? Okay, pipex creates a virtual environment automatically, which is good. I don't know why it's searching for a Python environment in here. I have open interpreter. Like I do. Nope, that one's broken too. Love it. I love it. Everything's broken. All right, we're gonna ask Claude. UV pip install. Should I try running with Python M? I reckon that'll make a difference. See if that made a difference. No, didn't think so. First check Python's installed. Yeah, it was. If you want to use Conda environment, make sure it's activated. Then try installing Aider with pipex again. You can try the installation again. I don't want to use the Conda environment. I'm running pipex outside of Conda. Why is it giving an error with that particular environment? It could just be like a faulty environment. I just remove that environment. I think. Yeah, let's try that. Conda command to remove faulty environment. So one thing I did do is go and like delete a bunch of these Conda environments like manually, and I think that's probably what broke it. But we can just remove it like that. And let's see if that fixes it. No. Still there. Was that with Conda list? Oh, thanks for the heart, champion. What's up? Have I tried to fine-tune Flux LoRa? I have. Any alternative to fine-tune it using your own images? You can run it locally. There's like a thing called Flux Gym. Flux Gym. Yeah, you can do LoRa training locally. I think, yeah, it says low VRAM support. Like, you should be able to run this on most decent computers. And if this is too hard for you, you can run it through this thing called Pinocchio, which is like a GUI for installing these like AI apps with one click. So yeah, first install Pinocchio, and then inside Pinocchio search for Flux Gym, and you should be able to like fine tune a Flux locally. Okay, so Whisper doesn't even come here, so I might just try like remove it. What? Whisper. Remove folders in PowerShell. Doesn't even exist. Any idea what budget GPU I can use for a 7B model? Whoa, good question. That's actually a good question. I don't know. I think I can run 7B models pretty fast on my 2080 Ti. I'd gamble that you could use a 1080 or 1070, 1080 Ti. I'm not sure. Here says I want Flux for my particular style of image line drawings. I'm not sure. Will Flux Gym work for that? I haven't tried that. So my usage of Flux was to just get like it to understand my face, so I can generate pictures of my face in different like positions and stuff. But I haven't tried with like styles. I assume that shouldn't be too different. Is Python using the correct path for packages? Ooh, good question. Clean up site packages directory and remove any problematic disinfo. Kez uses a 1080. Oh, are you able to run LLMs, Kez? If the man said I need a 3090 or higher to even try. No, you can definitely run 7B models with like lower than 2080, but it might be a bit slower. In fact, like 7B models with like LlamaFile and GGUF, you don't even need a GPU. You can run it all on CPU. So CPUs are much cheaper than GPUs as well. Since you're on PowerShell, try to reset pipx, delete the directories, reinstall pipx, and then install. Alright, let's try that. It's like so much imposter syndrome. It's like, why am I giving a tutorial on a thing that like I can't even run myself? Web LLM, yeah. You try Web LLM 2. Pretty sure that probably uses CPU as well, right? Or actually, I think Web LLM can use GPU too now, right? I wonder if me uninstalling pipx like breaks all the other things I had installed with pipx. I hope not. Can't wait to try the new Agent Q and the Kling text-to-video. Both only in private beta. Oh, okay. It's Agent Q in private beta. Honestly, it's a bit of a red flag when something is in private beta, because like if it was actually good enough, they'd probably release it to the public, right? Unless there's some like infrastructure things they have to figure out, or like stability things. Success, you'll need to open a new terminal or do source advanced open a new terminal. Alright, let's try pip install. Oops. What? There we go. Okay, this is already looking better. Looks like I had an issue with pipx. So yeah, that's a tip. So I had some issues even installing and running Aider for the first time. And if you have similar import issues, it might be worth trying to install it with pipx, which kind of handles virtual environments for you for pip installations. So yeah, I definitely recommend pipx if you want. Paul says removing pipx won't affect the functions installed via other package managers. How can we change the API key in Aider? The same way you set the API key. So Aider doesn't actually store the API key. The API key is stored within your system. So like if you used export Anthropic API key equals whatever, the same way you just override it by running the same command with your new key. On Windows this will be setx, but on Mac and Linux it's export. Have I tried OTTO? No, I'm not sure what that is. Open source forkball. Oh no, yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that, but no, I haven't. On Linux you got stuck exactly there. And did you use Pipex to solve it? Have you looked into running agent like OpenAI swarms? No, haven't either. Done that either. Those like the swarm seems like more of an experiment. Same with like computer use, like Anthropic computer use. Yo, Matthew Craig, good to see you. Swarm is bad. Yeah, it's like an experiment. It's basic. It's not like an actual product, and it's kind of the same with computer use. So like I'm not really that. Like it's hard enough to try run these things that are actual products. So you know how reliable it would be if I was to try to run swarms and computer, whatever. If I index a bunch of data, can I then export the LLM package? Wait, what? As a package to share. How did you index the data? I'm not sure exactly what you mean. You got access to Exponent. What's Exponent? I think Autogen and Crew AI are the agentic leaders. I know of. Yeah, definitely. Definitely Crew AI seems like the most popular one. Autogen came a bit before it, and it's by Microsoft, so it does also have a good community, but yeah. I mean, they just seem a bit overkill, I don't know. Does Grok use the Colossus server? I have no idea. What solution is there to run multi-agents? Yeah, as Paul said, I think Autogen and Crew AI, probably Crew AI is probably the most popular one. But yeah, I haven't really done much with them. Autogen, yeah, new AI, have heard of that. Okay, we finally run Aider. Let's see. I'm running it in my home directory, which is not advised, but let's just see if it even runs. Okay, awesome. So yeah, if you have some issues with dependencies and imports, it's probably I'd recommend installing Aider with pipex. Install Aider-chat. Pipex kind of takes care of those environments for you and such. Okay, anyway, we have Aider running. We could run it just with Aider, but before we run it with Aider, I want to go through the config. Config is very cool, so I recommend you making a file in your root directory wherever you run Aider, the project directory. So I'm in my block editor project at the moment, and I'm gonna create this config file. It's .aider.conf.yml YAML, and yeah, here we go. Is a blank config file. And if you go back into the Aider docs, aider.chat, you can go into configuration here, YAML config file, and copy their base config file and paste it in that file we just created. And there we go. So we have like all the commands we could need. And I like to just like every time I want to add or change something, I just go into this file, search for it. So like search for like the test command and stuff, and you just go and uncomment everything you want, and you just add whatever command you want to run for a test. And we'll get into that in a sec. Let me just quickly tell you about the config. So the config file, as kind of makes sense, it like lets you specify all these configs in a file. Otherwise, if you didn't put them in a file, you'd have to kind of use them as these flags at runtime, like aider -- whatever, aider -- help. You can go aider -- sonnet to run with sonnet, aider -- haiku, etc., etc. And there's kind of different levels where Aider will look for this config file. The one that's in your project directory kind of takes precedence. Otherwise, actually no, the first one is if you go -- config file and then the path to wherever the file is, that will go first. Otherwise, it'll look at the current directory, and then if they can't find one there, it'll look at the root of the Git repo. So that's where I've made mine. And if it can't find one there, it'll look at your home directory. So you can kind of have a global aider config in your directory, which is kind of probably good if you're reusing the same stuff. And I'm pretty sure it combines multiple configs, so pretty much if you have like your base config like dark mode on, etc. in your home directory, but then you have something else, this something else will override this, but it won't lose this, if that makes sense. Yeah, so that's kind of like a tip. Oh, thanks for the gifts, Aruga. Appreciate you. What other chat? Co-founder AI, yeah, that's getting some hype. Yeah, people seem to really like co-founder. I haven't tried that either. There's a lot of these coming out, and I'm just kind of waiting for the dust to settle. And I'm also kind of working with Aider as much as I can, because that's kind of like being the thing that's working really well for me. Especially with existing projects, like co-founder and stuff seem to be more for making new projects. I could be wrong, but Aider's like really good with existing project stuff. Okay, so let me show you some conventions that I'm gonna set here. Actually, I'm also gonna check my home aider.conf.yaml. Do we even have that? No, we don't even have that either. So I actually might paste that here. Okay, let me try and make a global one. So let's say dark mode is off by default, but I like dark mode. Enable prettier. Yeah, that's on by default. We're gonna leave that. Disable or enable streaming. Now, one thing to know about streaming is when you have streaming on, it doesn't give you accurate pricing for cached prompts, cached results. So if you're using Sonnet or DeepSeek, they have caching, which saves you on a lot of money, but an Aider actually shows you how much money each like prompt costs. But if you have stream on, the caching calculation is apparently inaccurate, so something to know. What else? Now, auto commit is another thing. I used to have auto commits off, but now I have it on, and I'd actually recommend having it on. I've come around to this. I think it's just way better for version management. Like, you can go exactly back which commit messed your code up and just reset there, or cherry pick commits. Like, there's not really too much negatives for having auto commits on. It will like flood your repository with lots of commits, but honestly that's not even such a bad thing. Attribute author. Yeah, you can like kind of change what the commit author is. I think by default, if you leave it, it'll be like, let me show you. There's 304 commits, like some days. Oh, it just says my name. On fork, it says in brackets Aider did this change, but I guess it doesn't show here. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, should I open fork? Let me show you. Sorry, I got a bit of a cough. Fork is like my visual. What do we call it? Git visualizer. Yeah, see here, it's like Aider -8 comments Aider. I think that's the default. So it'll keep your name but have brackets Aider. And all these commit messages were automatically written by Aider as well. They're usually pretty good, but sometimes not great. Okay, we'll go back through this. Try run, commit false, skip sanity check. Yeah, so I think those three, dark mode and auto commits, use VI editing mode in terminal. I'm going to turn this on. I haven't tried this before. I'm really curious to see how that goes. Okay, we're going to quit this, and we're going to quit. Actually, okay. And now here we have my local one. This is where, I have my test command. We're going to have auto test to true. So after each change, it will run the test command. And we can choose whether to fix problems or not. There's also this, this yes, always. So the combination of the test command and yes, always is really powerful for like autonomous Aider. So pretty much you can go in, you give it like a main task, this is the kind of flow. I think we'll get to this in step 2. Step 2 of this tutorial is where I'm going to go through the 300x kind of things, and pretty much I'm going to show how we can get like multiple versions of Ada to run autonomously, working on separate tasks and autonomously debugging. And I think it's best to use this thing called test-driven development. That way we always kind of know what's broken and we're iteratively, autonomously, recursively trying to fix that. But at the moment we're just going to skip to basics. So we're not going to go into that at the moment. Yeah. So I'm going to quit that. I hope that worked. Okay, great, that worked. Yeah, so after you set up your conf, you're pretty much ready to go. Sound dropped up? Hello? Hello, hello. I think it's okay. Is it just... Wait. What? You can hear me? Okay, good. Okay, it's just Paul. You can... Whoa. Hello? Okay, it's just Paul. You can... Dude, the sound is not good. Someone should have said something earlier. Oh. Oh, bro. No. Yo. Okay, so... Yo. Took me a while, but I realized I'm running off the wrong microphone. I'm running off my camera microphone, and for some reason the normal microphone's not working, so that's really shit. That's like a waste of an hour. Oh, here it is. What? Here before. Hello? Okay, that should be much better. Hello? Hello? Okay, that should be much better. Oh my god. It's actually not that much better, but it is something. It's actually not that much better. Should we continue? How bad was it? Let me just double check how bad the mic was before. Someone else. Bro, it's so much worse. see this imports troubleshooting.
Man, that sucks. That's major sucks. Okay, maybe we'll just go into part 2, I guess. Okay. There's all these commands. It didn't sound that bad. Yeah, it's not that bad, but you know, I got a standard. It's not good enough. Did I miss anything? On chat? No, we good. Okay, sweet. Damn it, man. Let's make a new app. Let's make, what app should I make? I kind of want to showcase like test-driven development. It's not something I really did, but I think it'll be so powerful to use TDD with Aider because of the auto test and yes flag. But yeah, maybe we'll just go through some of the commands here. So I think one of the, did I close the terminal? Okay, so I'm running Aider with Gemini here because Gemini, there's two good things about Gemini here. This Pro XP0827 is like the best model that's free and has 2 million context window. So what you can do is you add and remove files into context with /add. But you can go /add star, and that'll add every single file in your directory into the context. And that way we can go /tokens. Now there's not too many here, but you can see there's like 30,000 total tokens from my whole repository. Most of them are in main.py. And it'll show you the cost as well if you're running an API that costs money, but we're just using Gemini Pro, which is free for a certain rate limit. And yeah, and like what I like to do is do /ask to like ask a question about the code base initially. So we can be like, I don't know, how does the video processing work in this repository? And you could also say, come up with a plan to like improve it. Very basic prompt, but you could like get pretty much what you want to use this ask command for is like not to edit code, but to come up with a huge plan. And then you can like feed that plan, keep the same conversation, and change models to something else to execute the plan. So for instance, like if we already had a really detailed plan here, we could switch to like a haiku model by going /models haiku. Now you'll see there's a bunch of different like options here. So there's Anthropic. I'm not sure which one that is. Like normally the one, okay, there's Open Router's haiku. So that one will work off Open Router. But if you see one that's just like, I guess Anthropic would be the, yeah, this one, Claude Haiku 3.5. So this will run off just the Anthropic model. And if we go /tokens here, we can kind of get an estimation of how much this prompt will cost. So you see we have the chat history now. So pretty much what Gemini just saw the whole project in, we can feed it to that. And we might not even need all of these files because like kind of we got all the context from Gemini. If they specified like, you know, which files we need, maybe we could only add those. And you can see that that'll take us from like 3 cents down to 0.04 cents because we save up and all that, but we still have the chat history of like the plan of what to do. So there's little optimizations like that and switching models that can save you some money, but it is a bit of manual work. Non-adjective says, how do you have 1.5 Pro X 0827? I lost access a while ago. Oh, what? I don't know. I just do. I don't even pay for Google Gemini or anything. you just kind of like with Ada at least you can just like put in the model specification here, Gemini/Gemini -1.5 Pro X 0827. And yeah, this one, if you look at the Ada leaderboard, you can see that it's actually pretty decent. Sorry, here. Yeah, 66. It's okay. But out of like all of the top tier models, it's pretty close. Did they make 0827 a standard model? I'm not sure. Yeah, this did come out a while ago, so could be standard now. Could just be on the latest 1.5. Man, is Ada still my favorite? Yeah, mostly. What are the specs on my Mac? On my Mac, I have a M1. It's M1 2020 Mac. I have embodied AI startup. We have investors. Are you looking for projects? Not actively, but always interested to learn and hear. So potentially. All right. Okay, so what have we shown? We've shown the ask. There's also an architect mode. So pretty much what I just did with the ask is possible to do ask and edit with what's called the architect mode. So if you search Ada architect, they have a blog on it here. And they say if you actually use like the architect with a different editing model, you can actually get better performance. So here, like previously the models like by themselves would, where did we close the leaderboard? Yeah, see, Claude Sonnet by itself only gets 84%, right? But if you use O1 Preview as an architect model and Claude Sonnet as an editor model, oh, it's even worse. Okay, bad comparison. Let's see, O1 Preview by itself only gets 79% on this leaderboard. But if you use O1 Preview as an architect and O1 Mini as the editor, you actually get 85%. Same with O1 Preview as an architect and DeepSeek as an editor. And DeepSeek is actually really cheap, but O1 Preview isn't, so yeah, that's the thing. O1 Preview and DeepSeek in diff mode. Okay, this is whole mode, so that'll be even more expensive. Changes with diff and whole mode is, in whole mode, they'll try to change the whole the whole code base, whereas diff only supplies the like changes that need to be made kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, so you can run Ada with this editor architect mode if you use like -- architect, and you can also like set, they don't show it here, man, which is a bit annoying. But you can set specific architect and chat models. If you go into the configurations, I mean architect and editor models. Wait, how do you? Yeah, editor model. So if you go editor model space whatever, and then architect. Honestly, I don't even use that. I like to manually use ask and then just when I wanted to just plan. When I wanted to architect stuff, I just use ask. Yeah. Honestly, it's not that much of a big thing, but I thought I'd mention it. There's also another feature which is really cool that I don't use, and that's voice. So you go /voice. Wait, what the fuck? I could go /voice and then use ytdlp pip package to enable downloading of YouTube videos instead of having to upload local videos. And yeah, you can just kind of talk to it. I think you might be able to have voice always on as well if you kind of, yeah, just go either -- voice, or in the YAML config you just set voice to true, right? No, doesn't look like that's an option. Guess you have to type -- voice. Yeah, but yeah, you can see ytdlp, pretty much what I said. It just transcribes it and sends a text. Yo, Nicartho, what's up? Just doing a bit of an Ada refresher. Yeah. What else did I want to go through? Yeah, this test-driven development, TDD. Okay, the free models. As I just showed, Gemini is a free model. As I've shown before, we have GitHub models as well. They have GPT-4o that you can use for free, which is really good. You can go to github.com/marketplace/models and kind of find how you'd run this, get API key, and it's only 8,000 token window context on the free model, which is a bit annoying, but still, GPT-4o for free is really good. I think I'm gonna try like implement this into my Simon W's LLM, which is like the LLM I use in the terminal. Oh yeah, also Grok. I haven't signed up to them either, but as we previously said, Grok 2 API is free for the next 2 months. So maybe on the next part of this tutorial, we'll set up all these free models in separate tabs. If the man says, where can I stay up to date on new AI models and stuff? Like, where do I hear about this? Yeah, TikTok, X, Discord. My Discord's pretty active with this stuff, actually. I'd probably recommend my Discord over most things, because otherwise otherwise you just follow creators on X, on whatever social media you normally browse. But yeah, we try to post this stuff. Like, shout out to who posted about the Grok model. I think it might have actually been Kez. Oh no, it was Coin Collector. Shout out Coin Collector. They told us about the $25 per month free API credits as well, so shout out to them. Yeah. All good, man. All right. Might take a break. My throat is like burning and I'm coughing so much. But yeah, that's good. I think the stream is mostly working, man. That's good. We have mostly positive stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's see do we have numbers on TikTok? Yeah, about like 300 viewers on TikTok, 1 new follower. That's great. Got diamonds. Thanks so much, F the man. I appreciate you. Shout out Instagram. Got 3 viewers now, but we had like 25-ish before. That's cool. You can build your own AI. Yeah, technically. Shout out to them. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap up the stream here. Thank you guys so much for joining. I might even stream later today, but if not, most likely tomorrow. And then eventually we'll get a schedule, but I'm still in the setup phase at the moment. But yeah, so far I'm pretty happy with how everything looks here. So yeah, thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time. Peace out. We have a goodbye. Thank you stream here. Peace.